Good evening, y'all. We back with the Sorry Shoot podcast and all that. It's your boy ARP. We got an interesting one today. You see the title. Top five matches Sue Surf should take. This is dangerous. Why am I putting this is dangerous? After I go through the top five, and I'm gonna go from five all the way through one. After I break those down, we're gonna go through a bunch of footage as well. When we get to the end, I'm gonna tell you what I would do if it was, for example, me booking Sue Surf's return, but I think everybody could bet their last dollar that Sue Surf is going to return to URL. I'm going to say what I think I would do if I was URL. Okay. Might get interesting, might ruffle a couple feathers. Some people might agree. Some people might disagree. Some people might be mad at me by the end of the stream, but we'll see. We'll see. So, where did all this start from? Sue Surf was announced to be coming back home, what, like mid February? I think I see something like that, right? And shout out to Sue Surf, man. I think a lot of people have pretty much carried the free surf wave for him pretty well in battle rap. I see a lot of his Jersey natives held him down, from Arsenal to Suge, and of course people like Tay Rock and Jazz. Shout out to the whole culture, man. Held his name up pretty well. I think the hip hop world also is awaiting Sue Surf's return. Shit, I think one of the best outcomes for him right now could be him going straight to the Joe Button podcast. They had good energy when they was all together. He's got a knack for talking, arguing, creating good content, and we're in such a content world. Battle rap is content, podcast is yeah. So that would be a great opportunity for him. But let's stick to battle rap. Let's stick to battle rap, people. Um, I saw a tweet from Math. This is the tweet that I think was this today's tweet? Was this yesterday? Let me read this to y'all. January 6th. Oh, it's a couple days ago, actually. Matt Hoffa tweets, Surf should battle me. So y'all know it's not a Broadway play collaboration. And then I think a fan replies to him, says, you be dead in the first round. Okay. What does it say before that? His first round gonna be Young Thug's album. That is disrespectful, B. But Math obviously wants to battle. They're talking a lot of shit lately, right? The whole thing about it not being a Broadway script. You got some people that are probably catered to Surf. Some people might do a little bit of the cock buffing and all that type of shit. Some people might be scared of him. Some people might just try to out rap him. People want to hear all the talk about, him going away, him coming home, the interrogation, his paperwork, all of that type of stuff. Like, let's be honest. Math and Surf has always had a grudge. And spoiler alert, Math is on this list. Let's see where he lands. Is he going to land 5, 4, 3, 2? We'll see. We'll see. And y'all can start putting in the comments and in the chat if y'all want to see Surf versus Math. But I'm going to go logically why I think a lot of these battles make sense as well. Let's kick it off. Let's start with coming in at spot number 5.
Do the most criticized for real. You about to beat yourself up.
I can beat myself up.
Fresh off the battle,
Yeah, sir.
you versus, you know what I'm saying, Loaded Lux.
Mhm.
How you feeling, sir?
I'm terrible, mad at myself. You feel me? Type shit. Like I'm not a crazy. Like I wasn't super crazy excited. You know what I mean? You know, how, like when a nigga's tripping. You feel me? Type shit. Like, oh my god, he was wilding the fuck out. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like, damn, it wasn't nothing like that. It was me getting this room. You feel me? Like this empty ass room. I'm echoing. It's like I'm yelling. You feel me? You hear it back 3 times. You was in there.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like a nigga yelled loud. Like I'm hearing myself the 3rd time. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I tell Lux, da 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 da, and it's like it's coming back. You feel me? But that ain't no excuse. I mean, Lux is Lux. You know what I mean? Lux is Lux. I don't have to make an excuse for Lux.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't have to make an excuse for Lux. You feel me? Type shit. So nah, Lux is Lux. You know what I mean? Lux is gonna come with his full material. If you're not fully prepared and fully ready to get into it, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out in your favor. Realistically, the material I had was enough. Like
I see in the chat somebody put Danny Myers and him got unfinished business. I remember that audio of them arguing with each other. I bet you won't come back to California. Do you know Big U? Big U thinks I'm his son. And I remember that back and forth with those two guys. Now that the chat mentions that, I'm going to say Danny Myers as spot number 6 or the first and the only honorable mention. Okay. But the reason why I have Lux here taking the 5th spot, Lux versus Sue Surf would be a much bigger battle than Surf versus Danny Myers, right? And I don't care for Surf versus Loaded Lux, to be honest. I'm not even that big on rematches. The Arsenal versus Shotty Horror, that was super justified. Very legendary battle. Um, one of the highest, if not the highest viewed battle from the known leagues that really came from this side of the gate. I'm not talking about Flip Top and all of that type of stuff, right? It was like a diamond battle. That one made sense. Here you have a clear-cut loss, and it's like the only thing that Lux would be doing is saying, okay, here's your shot to beat me again. You know, if it was very competitive, I'd want to see it again. I don't really like the excuses thing too much. Everybody was killing him at the time, the echo in the room and whatnot. Yeah, Lux had to rap in the same room, but it is a big battle, okay? And because it's Surf's return, you know, the whole theme of get back, the whole thing of me coming back home, me trying to, clean up some loose ends, get back to the world and get active again. I think promotion wise, it could make sense. And it's Loaded Lux at the end of the day. So I got that as number 5. I don't want to see it, but it would still work out pretty well. Number 4. What y'all think number 4 is? Number 4 is a grudge match. Okay. Number 4 also talks a lot about, who put on more, who brought who to the game and whatnot. Actually, it's really been one direction, one person saying that he really put the other person on. One guy acting bigger than the other one pretty much their entire career. I don't know. You guys will be able to determine that, but that's going to be Goods and Surf. Even in footage like this, they don't look like they're in the same realm at this time of battle rap, and I remember this event too. There's even a funny little moment in here where Surf corrects Goods' chain and Goods sets Surf back straight. But Goods is kind of always talked down towards Surf during Surf's come up. Of course, Surf has far exceeded and even that out now. You can't really call Surf a little nigga in battle rap no more, right? He's one of the top guys, but this is still their history.
Reason why, before anything, why I start feeling low, and it's my nigga, so I just felt low. You know what I'm saying? No. You need like that on purpose. You gotta show this. You gotta show that big part. It's real. The big niggas don't got that. It ain't a finish. Oh, that's a big link. They don't know about that. What? The crab block.
Oh, what? Was he supposed to say that? But the infamous footage, and this footage was gone off the internet for how long? Popped up again recently.
The same nigga, how you co-sign a nigga and you say nigga ass, you killing yourself. I never told you made the call for me like, yo, I was standing next to you. Yo, this little nigga next. I will sleep you.
I made the call for you because every time I came to Jersey, you kept saying you rapping.
I seen you one.
That's why I made the call for you. I got tired of it.
God can take my daughter out the shirt right now, you lying. I came up to you rapping.
That's what to my daughter. Every time I came to Jersey,
I invited you niggas.
Every time I came to Jersey, this man came up to me rapping 3 different times. Every time I was in Jersey, I was getting paid for something. He's talking about him coming to rapping.
Right now, he's lying. You know I ain't lying.
Yo, my nigga, I don't care about it.
Listen, Arsenal brought the nigga. Arsenal brought him and Lux. Arsenal brought him and Lux for a cipher. You thought you was there for? Because you thought we like you. You thought we was there because you like you. We was there to rap. We was there to rap. Exactly. We was there to rap. So what you mean, niggas?
I didn't know you when I came up there.
But we was there for.
All I felt was a nigga hitting my leg every time I walked around, and it was you. I turned around, and it was Surf every time asking me to rap. He want to rap to me. I don't know you, so I listened to you rap. I said you okay, and I said, yo, Norbs, listen, I got this kid from Jersey here, right, and put him on. And that's exactly what happened.
That's a lie. I swear on everything.
That's word to my daughter. That's what happened every time that I came to Jersey. Yo, listen, I came to Jersey. I came to Jersey 3 different times, and he was running behind me rapping. That's word to everything. So stop fronting. Stop fronting, sir. Stop fronting.
All right, so real nigga shit.
No, I don't want to hear it.
You lying. Where you see me at?
You lying.
You only see me one time.
Why don't we move?
You smoke some weed, put that shit in the cipher.
You ever seen me at?
Twice, 3
You
times.
just said 3 times. Where?
Yo, put that attitude in the cipher, man. The question is, are they gonna do it? That's the question.
Nigga, I'm not gonna write shit to say.
Yo, the question is, watch this. Let's listen to this.
I'm not a camera nigga.
What y'all do it?
Wherever I go, man.
What y'all do it?
That's it.
Would you do
I don't
it?
want these niggas talk about battle
Would y'all
all
do
day,
it?
man. They wait for a nigga to come over and run around and talk about battling,
Put that shit in
man.
the cipher, man.
Come to the Bronx. Let me give y'all niggas a couple of packs or something. You took out a fucking battle. Come on, man. Niggas is bugging, man.
Drugs on camera. That's what you do?
All right, man. Come to the Bronx. I get you looking a little better, man. The little Levi belt. Fuck out of here. I get you looking a little better with them cheap ass belts.
Shooter. I ain't never been a trapper.
You know how I play.
Jacket.
Come on,
You already know how I play. Don't do that, yo. Don't do that.
What's wrong?
Don't do that, my nigga. You thought you a shooter. I don't do that, my
You
nigga.
said you sell drugs. What's the difference?
That's it. You talk about a shooter, though. I don't do that, my nigga. I don't do that. Come on, don't talk about a shooter around. I don't care about
I
that.
told you what I do. You said you'll give me a pack. I told you what I do.
You said you're a shooter. You telling me you a shooter. I don't tell you that, sir.
You telling me you'll give me that pack?
Really, what are you telling me?
And I'm really there. What's the difference?
That's what niggas are rapping. You know what's up? Keep it rap or don't keep it nothing, man.
So why you bringing up drugs if you trying to keep it rap? What's the difference?
Yo,
What
y'all
you
niggas
talking
is
about?
on
Because I really give you a pack and fix that belt.
Now really tear something up.
But it won't be me. Because I'm that nigga.
It sounds great. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's extra.
Okay. I mean, there's more with these two guys' energy. This is good as in a 15 Minutes of Fame interview.
That talk is like he only talk it and there. But it doesn't. But anyway, I'm tired of being modest. That's it. Surf can't fuck with me in nothing in life, like I said before. That's it. And whenever he want to prove it, we can prove it. Surf is a little nigga to me. He knows that. He knows that. Whatever he want to do, he want to put the gloves on. He want whatever he wants. He's a little nigga to me. That's how I look at Surf. That's that. He knows that. But I'm proud of him for stepping his shit up and getting the way he at now. He just gotta keep.
That's horrible. Good. That is horrible. Surf is a little nigga to me. I don't care whatever he want to talk about, whether he want to talk about rap, boxing, put the gloves on, whatever. But I'm proud of him. That's crazy. But I'm proud of him. And you know, Surf had his shots back too, but Surf seemed to at times carry energy that was a little bit past rap. Well, at least he alluded to it.
JC makes the most sense next.
him, Danny, he died.
Good.
Nah, I don't like him in real life.
In real life, like I've been like that's like Battle of the Year though type shit.
They can give me $100. All right, they can give me $100.
Yeah, pay him. I don't give a fuck. We don't care. Smack, get that niggas bread.
$25,000. Y'all got to do it.
Yes, pay them niggas.
Yeah, I need
We need that. That's the battle that the fans want right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like, because I feel like it's gonna go like further than that. If you ask me, you feel me, type shit, like there's just certain stuff that gets said or don't need to be said and stuff like that. You feel me, to the point of if I see you prior to the battle, after the battle, I still might feel that way. So it's just point like let it die down or something. He can wait 10 years like the rest of these weird niggas. I'm outside. I'm 4-0 in the last. Since the last time I've won 4 since you've seen oh boy.
Real shit.
You get what I'm saying?
Said there's energy that needs to die down before and after the battle. Interesting. All right. So that is my number 4. Who do I have for number 3? Chat, who y'all think number 3 is? Is it too early? Should it be on the list? Should it be top 2? Number 3, I have Easy to Block Captain. Now, don't get me wrong. A majority of the energy that pretty much was built up between a Surf and an Easy match that we want to see is pretty much been since Surf has been locked up. You know, the Rock and the Easy battle became way more of a grudge, but we understand where it all stems from. The URL affiliation, the URL fallout with Easy, the campaigning against each other, the shots against each other, the moves against each other, allegedly, whatever. And there was also some politics or different energies or all the type of stuff that we heard. And sometimes the story even changed as to why Rock and Easy went battle. Fast forward, battle still didn't happen. Battle that everybody wanted to see. You have the whole gun titles thing, right? That's how a lot of people, I think a lot of Easy's popularity before all the controversy, you know, he was always a good battle rapper, but joining gun titles definitely gave him another level of, I'd say, viewership or respect within the culture. And then, of course, the top tier diss. Okay, you got to give him his credit for the top tier diss. But that battle didn't happen. So then what it looked like, all right, the top dog now, the boss of it comes to to take out Easy that has been so disrespectful and anti-URL or anti-rock or anti-gun titles or whatever since then, since now that I'm back home? This is what Rock said.
All first started wasn't like this. I don't know if it's the money that's changing everything or the people that want the money that's changing everything. Well, I don't really know.
Is that what you're seeing? You're seeing a lot of people like just do weird
Like,
for the bag.
weird for the bag. Battle rappers not being battle rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just doing extra in the entourage, wanting to, come up off and
Easy was part of gun titles.
facts.
Is that someone that you could say it falls in that category?
For sure.
How did that situation fall apart?
You know, when him and URL had the falling out, me and him had a talk. It was like, yo, like, all right, if you ain't gonna be with URL and me and you are gonna be cool still, it's like, I can't be with you and you going at what I represent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we gonna be cool, at least respect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he didn't respect it at all. When we all first started, it wasn't like this. I don't know if it's the money, this.
I mean, now, of course, that was bound to happen either way, right? Based on the split between URL and Easy. And of course, the Hitman battle is somewhere in the mix of that. Rem is somewhere in the mix of that as well. Her provide an opportunity that Easy knows that he has a fallback to Chrome 23. It's a lot going on. And I'm pretty sure there was also a big bag on the table versus Hitman that he wanted to pick up. A lot of views that he wanted to pick up. A battle that almost any battle rapper wants to take. You know, wanting the YouTube exposure, feeling like you've grown to a certain position. A lot of battlers get to that spot, right? But it got real messy, got real ugly. We're going to get into more details about why I got this 5 in this order, but that's number 3. Let's move to number 2. Number 2, I have as this man here.
That's it. He needs to do what he do and read. I'll handle John like I'm gonna do, and then holler at me. That's it.
It can happen by the end of the year type shit.
Come on, man. We ain't rocket scientists. We know. Come on, 1 + 1 is 2. Tell your man to handle Reed. I'm gonna do what I got. That's like
You said tell your man to handle like you don't have trouble. Like you're not gonna have trouble with John.
Like it's Mook, it's Reed.
Okay.
Yo, you saying like John?
That's what I'm saying. Like you saying like John Light.
You've been chasing me for years.
That means you should kind of
Kids, Mook. Those kids.
John got shit though.
Those kids, Mook. Those kids. I see you soon.
I heard.
You know. Listen, I ain't got a fake for no camera, big bro. I talk to this nigga a lot.
I talk to him a lot.
I talk to this nigga a lot. I ask this nigga for advice a lot. I talk more shit to him than I talk to anybody.
That's
because of the level of respect I got for him. But you know you gotta see me. I mean, see him soon. You feel me? I don't know how easy this ride to be. You know, what I mean, pause or whatever.
So this is what we're saying.
Yeah.
You handle your business, right?
And you handle your business. All right. I see you later.
I admit, man, I didn't like when Mook was on camera talking about, or was it tweets or whatever? But Mook kind of was on the record saying that he don't want to be Surf's first battle, right? Because he feels like that energy is too much. He don't want to have to put up with that. I'm pretty sure at this point he don't mean that. The competitor in him, I'm pretty sure he gotta clean that up, man. I heard that and I was like, what? I mean, anybody's gonna have to deal with that. Surf's first round is very possible to be unbeatable to anybody, right? Everybody's gonna hold on to every single word, every single bar. That's just how it is. Why do you think Lux got away with his first round choke versus Calico? You know, it's that nostalgia, it's the impact, it's the moment, you know, so it is what it is. Now, you guys know who I'm gonna put up, and I'm gonna bring up footage for number 1, right? It's obviously about to be Math. But Math is not going to be the person that I would choose if I was URL, okay? Hold on, and we'll get into that in a second. But let's go through some of the history of Math. This was what, the Jersey one at 15 Minutes of Fame? When Tsu Surf is up there minding his business and Math crashes the interview.
I heard a conversation about they were saying, this man was
booty ass nigga.
Loop, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
see?
God.
This nigga drove here from Brooklyn.
I'm from the hood.
Sit this nigga next to me. Give him a seat.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Hold up. I feel like goddamn you should fuck him up again and again and again. That nigga false flag, and that nigga's a county nigga, man.
Hold up. Hey, caller, man, listen.
We gotta call you back, caller.
Averb, my nigga.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Hold up, my nigga. For the record, I had no idea the reason again. What was your reason again? I'm trying to remember this. I'm trying to remember this.
You my seat. Give him that.
Hold up.
First off, how you doing?
How you doing, son?
Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. Glad you're alive and healthy.
All right.
You look good.
What's up, bro? Everything good? You good?
Nigga really
know,
crashed
I'm
energy.
I heard some things that's going on
Y'all
over
niggas
here.
got like, come on.
Yeah, A-verb. That's the topic of conversation right now. A-verb.
Talk to me. You the interviewer. Have you back.
A-verb.
Maps the interviewer right now.
A-verb. Talk to me.
All right, come on.
How did that happen? How did that happen? You was gunning for Mook. You said what you said about me?
What's
I
that
like
shit?
hold
What's that
on,
shit,
hold on. First of all, I
Were you
paved
the
the way.
interviewer or you the?
But you
I said
saying you saying I the math is not there, but you battling verb, my nigga.
Bling bling.
Yo, that's my nigga, but he
Every
just got
time I
3-0,
come around
right?
Your city, bling bling.
He just got 3-0.
Uh-huh.
He just got 3-0.
He did. He got smoked.
Yeah.
He got smoked.
Yeah. So what's the status?
Status right there is politics and business is business. It's not always about who's coming over a win and all that, right? We know battle rap, but anyway, not to harp on that. Because I've been there before. You know, Pat Stay had beat Verb in a judge battle, and he got Mook next. You know what I'm saying? Even though both contracts is already signed, but that's the risk sometimes you run based on business and politics and all types of stuff going on behind the scenes. But anyway, Surf had his shots. He talked his shit over the years too towards Math.
There's no reason for Smack to spend his money to have Math booked because nobody's clicking that shit. It's a fact. That's not clickbait. That's not, you don't have to title this Tsu Surf Talks Math. You just put that can be said without anybody. You don't have to see I even said this. It's a fact. It's a fact. They don't have to, it's certain, like, they know. If he put Math on a card, Math is now going to garnish the views that the card was going to get, period. Then you got certain niggas that if you put them, you add Surf to the card, oh, best believe a few thousand motherfuckers.
And I asked him, what is the impetus? What's the start of your situation? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? He didn't really give me a clear answer of what started it, but he said he'd been watching since he was 12,
Right.
this, that, and the third. And, you know, he feels like you're always the one coming to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people give you the stigma of being somewhat of a hater.
Well,
Shit like that.
I got to be honest with you.
Okay.
You can't go off of emotions. Like his emotions came out in that interview, and I feel like it's when you look at emotions, you got to look at what they're based on.
Okay.
And I feel like his emotions are based on me not having approval for him.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Interesting. Everybody remembers this one, right? I'm not going to play this particular footage. I even think that Matt put this on his Twitter recently, right? The title of this says Surf gets checked for hating. This is when he was commentating the double impact card, and Math walks up. Math is always crashing Surf shit. He starts crashing his fucking interview here or his commentary and starts barking and whatnot, and they get to comparing watches and all types of shit. It's been an entertaining grudge over time. But here's the main reason, people, before I get to what I would do if I was URL. Here's the main reason why I have Math as number one. Okay. Let's bring this guy up here because this should be pretty recent events. No, to everybody.
Hoffa and Easy had an interesting moment on the latest episode of My Expert Opinion. When Surf's name came up, Math said he doesn't think Surf will battle again when he comes home.
Maybe when Surf come home, right? That'll be something. I
don't think he's gonna battle.
His co-host pushed back, saying Surf already talked about having 3 people lined up to battle.
You don't think so?
He got 3 lined up. I heard he's talking about 3 people he want to battle when he come home.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's like that now?
I ain't gonna lie, I got called for him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But Math didn't back down. He said, niggas really don't care no more.
Yeah, I heard it's 3.
Damn, niggas really don't care.
Oh, sir.
Niggas really don't care no more. That's crazy.
That's when Math got quiet, then said, it's still rules.
Care about what? I can't be the only nigga.
Yeah, you're the only nigga. Keep that with
I can't be the only nigga.
The only nigga to do what happened?
Right. All right, I'm gonna just keep it to myself. I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
What are you talking about?
Damn, that's crazy. You know, okay? Is that, you know?
Oh,
you know?
I think I know what you're talking about too.
It's still rules, right? Yeah, you know. It's still rules.
And before anyone could take it further, Easy added,
But I don't think it came out though. I don't think the paperwork came out.
fans are already wondering what Math was really hinting at.
No, they're not. We all know what he was hinting at. Let's be honest, people. Let's be real. It was said behind the scenes before math. There's bloggers that are already on the record saying people tried to send them paperwork or whatever, but they held off. There was conversations for months before that, but that is Math Hoffa. That is the My Expert Opinion platform. And when he had that take and that clip right there, that's when it opened the floodgates. Okay. So before I get into the next chapter, why do I have math number one? The coming home from jail factor. It's always a big deal for all artists, right? Whether you're Rowdy Rebel, you're Bobby Schmurder, hell, rest no, welcome home, Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap just came home too. You have an extra like light on you when you come home from jail. Surf is obviously gonna have the same thing. He's already having it now that people are looking at mid-February. It's bubbled up for him to have this like red carpet encore re-entrance, even at a way, way, way smaller degree, of course. Adi Boom had that. It feels like a red carpet moment for you a little bit, right? When you come home from jail, everybody wants to hold you up, everybody wants to check you off, give you money, interview you, hold you down, do things for you, give you opportunities. Surf will capitalize on it. People that he works with capitalize on it. His opponent will capitalize on it. But the whole thing around coming home from jail and your jacket being clean, okay? Math's MEO segment right there was the only thing that tainted it. It's the only thing that tainted it. So look at Max B. He just had an epic come home. He finally had to fully address it just now, right? On a recent interview, like talking about the allegations. It follows you. So it's something that you could act like you could just ignore it, or you want to ignore it, but you see the comments, you see the tweets, you see the blog, you see some of the people that continue to stand right there and say, like, no, this is what I believe. Piper Boy might still have that same intro if he keeps that same energy when Surf comes home a month from now, right? And it'll be right there. And Surf and in some form will have to address that. Everybody ends up addressing it if they have any type of talk around them, right? Me personally, y'all saw why I ended up where I did my final blog on the Surf situation. I don't need to rehash that, but I'm only one person. Everybody has their own opinions and their own thoughts. So it's looked at like math is the one that opened that door. All right. So business wise, controversy wise, grudge match wise, even before all of this snitch allegation stuff that really kicked off there on the MEO platform, they had a grudge. Grudge matches are always the biggest matches. Always. Two street guys, two guys with recent controversy, two people with past history, two people with a grudge, two people with ability. I saw a couple people in the comments. There's a couple people in here that's not fans of Math Hoffa, but when Math Hoffa is on his A game, you know what he looks like? He looks like what he did up there on stage with Hollow the Don. That's an incredible all-time Math Hoffa that even his battle versus Disaster. If you just watch back like he was going off. Like Math has some epic and some classic performances. Look at his performance versus Ill Will. He won that judge battle. I see y'all in the chat. I know there's a lot. I'm a Surf fan too. You know what I'm saying? But I do see some people in here, for example, this one, Math is whack, despite Math's epic and classic performances, and he has a bunch of them, right? So I get it. And those are probably the people that wouldn't want to see it. But at the same time, think about the controversy, the history, the grudge, and even the recent impact of Math and the MEO platform opening that shit up, and then Surf comes home 2 months later, right? The storyline of it is the biggest storyline with recent history and energy of all 5 matchups. To me, the whole thing with gun titles and all that, who the fuck is still talking about gun titles? You know what I'm saying? Like gun titles is all right. So Surf comes home. He says gun titles again, but it's like GS9. It's like, oh, you guys had it, and then something happened, and then you lost it, and then you try to bring it back. Cool, but it's not at its peak anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that storyline of gun titles, okay. Let me tell you another reason why I got Math over those other guys. From a business standpoint, I don't know other than the one battle that I would do if URL, if the other ones come close to Surf and Math, because as much as some people will say, I don't like Math, or I don't want this matchup, or I'd rather see Danny versus Surf. One thing that the fans always gravitate towards is controversy and legitimate grudge matches. Mook and Surf cannot have a legitimate grudge match unless you cook up some fake shit in front of me after he comes home. Him and Lux, we already saw how that went. I don't care too much for it. If you do it and you want to cook up a grudge match for me or a storyline, all you could sell me on is that Surf's getting another chance. Okay, cool. Easy, the grudge is really more so with Rock and with URL. It doesn't really feel like it's really easy and Surf directly. You see what I'm saying? It's like Math and Surf have the biggest, most legitimate, real grudge. That's why it caught my eye when he said it won't be some Broadway shit. It won't be some scripted shit. It won't be some whole, hey, I love you, I'm gonna hug you after the battle shit. It would be bloody. And they've been on it like that for a minute, right? Pulling up on each other, wilding on each other, controversy between each other all this time. Now, what would I do if I was URL? Before I go to my answer there, let me eliminate the ones that I wouldn't do if I'm URL. If I'm URL, do I do the Lux battle? No, because when I talk about the business side of things, you also have to weigh in. Let's be real. If you look at that movie again, you got Surf as the underdog to Loaded Lux. That's not a good thing if this is your golden ticket. All right. If Surf is your golden boy, right? And he comes back and he loses to somebody for a second time, that hurts pretty bad. That's not easy to rebound from. All right. We already sold this battle. We already promoted this battle. I'm not trying to do this as Surf's come home. So business-wise, I don't make that move. Easy. Here's the reason why I don't do the easy battle if I'm URL. First of all, I think the hate is real between both of them. Now, once again, I've seen Easy, Olive Branch, URL multiple times, since their disagreements or fallout or whatever. The bag is the bag. A lot of people would do anything for a bag. You know what I'm saying? I feel like allegedly, if things happened where there was the lucrative battles and the stuff with Danny Myers and all this, I'm not trying to get $1 with you, but Easy don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I seen him say that in a clip recently. Like, yo, if they call me the bag is right, I'm there. I would never work with them, but everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? So he's willing to go get his bag. He's willing to take the surf battle on URL. That's a lineup, but URL wouldn't care about that. Why would it not make sense for URL? Easy is still, despite all his from the outside looking in at his personality, his character, and a lot of things that came out about him recently, he's still a great battle rapper, and he's very, very, very well capable of beating Tsu Surf. Imagine URL and Easy to Block Captain doing business. Unless Easy to Block Captain sells URL his fucking soul and says, I'm coming back to lock in with you with a new contract, and the wording is different, so I won't break it like whatever happened last time, and it's going to be a 6-battle deal. If it's not a situation like that, then why the fuck would URL give Easy the opportunity, their enemy, allegedly, the opportunity to come into URL, beat their golden boy, and then go walk back out into the world and take that energy back into a Chrome or trenches? This is just my opinion. So I'm going to say allegedly now for the rest of this shit. My opinion. That's not how URL operates. All right. Like, and I've seen Easy also announce there's no Chrome 23 in 2026. Either A, I believe him, and it's just, battle rap, how the world turns with this shit. It's not the coolest arena to be in from a business standpoint as a league, which is why you see leagues take long breaks off. Or B, he's saying that and he's just masking him hopefully landing a surf battle or URL battles, right? So it's just like if URL feels like maybe I'm not gonna be competing with them with a Remy Ma endorsed platform. Maybe they'll be more apt to work with me. That's just total logical, opinionated thinking. I'm not saying he thinks that deep, but it could be a tactical thought to land the URL battles and bags and possibly even a surf return. You never know. You never know. Obviously, I didn't get that from Easy because I don't talk to Easy. Okay, so that's just me. That's just me, people. All right. Psychoanalysis, right? I'm going too far. I know. It could have been mostly with P. Maybe we'll hear that one day. Maybe we never will. There's a lot of behind the scenes conversations, recorded phone calls, text messages, people that are in the loop. But let's say a majority of the energy was between P and Easy, and seems like P is no longer around URL. Even still, for a battle rapper to buck the system the way that Easy did publicly and give them his ass to kiss, right? And then go hire sports attorneys and or contract attorneys to review his contract and then go off at Rem or whatever. Y'all can never convince me that Geechee was not a hired hit. Okay. There was battles like Swamp versus Averb, and then Swamp is on PSA radio, and I know I'm spending a lot of time with the Easy one because that's one of the best ones grudge wise, but I don't see it if I'm URL. I'm just going into depth why. That's Swamp and Averb. There's interviews of Swamp on PSA radio of Three Letterman asking Swamp, how does URL feel about this battle? That's still like the energy and the culture. Is URL allowing you as a grown ass man to do something? And Swamp says, nah, they cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So battle rappers tap in with URL, even Surf. Okay. Surf tapped in with them when I was in the midst of booking him Surf versus Math. He tapped in with them. Battle rappers tap in with URL. That's how the process and how things have been kind of molded over there. Take it how you want to take it. Okay. Why would I think anything different? You know what I'm saying? In any of these scenarios, whether it's P there or not, it's the same situation. So Rock not doing the battle this whole time has to have some ties back into URL, you know? So I just don't see that. I don't see it. And I'm not giving you the opportunity to come beat my golden boy. He didn't even battle Rock. If I was going to bring you over here, right? Easy. If I'm URL, I bring you over here to battle Rock. Okay. I do something else, which is going to be my number one choice with Surf. I let you battle Rock. If that battle goes well, you don't even have to win. If it's debatable, if enough fans loved your performance, whatever, maybe there's another battle we do and then Surf after, right? Maybe a 3 battle deal, something like that. I don't do Surf first. I don't expose who a lot of fans are saying he's going to save URL or pick URL up on his shoulders right now. I don't expose him to that, who is an outsider that I have personal business issues with. I don't. I just don't. Anyway, and I know, here's one last thing before I move on. I know a lot of people would say URL has functioned, and they showed many times business is business. Mook even spoke about that before, right? He said battle rappers then told URL SMD, F you on your birthday, or what. They didn't been through hell and back with a lot of people. Been to war with Arsenal, he's back. Situations with Head Ice, he's back. Situation with this battle rapper, that battle rapper, they back, right? I don't know though. I don't know. Don't just assume that URL is so robotic that anytime there's a chance to make $1, they're able to fully turn off their petty or their despite towards somebody. Because if that was the case, then why would that trenches card go through what a lot of people allude to what happened, right? So I don't know. I don't see it. But blame P if you want. I don't know. I'll leave all of that out for y'all to put me on. Let's move on to Math. Math, for similar reasons of Easy. He's an independent battle rapper. He's more of an outside. He's less controllable, right? Give you a shot to come in and beat the golden boy on the return. I don't know about that either. If I'm URL, okay. Math may also be of many, if definitely more than. Do I want to compare it to Lux from what I hear these days? Maybe. Math could possibly even be the toughest negotiation of almost all these, despite my pick. He might be, You know, Math really puts a lot of value in himself and his platform and what he's built up. He deserves that. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be a tough negotiation. You're not going to be able to just sell him on a bunch of stuff to make the business just one sided. I'm not trying to say that URL wants to do things one sided, but even more so the factor of you being a little bit more of an independent person. Okay. Which brings me to what I actually do if I'm URL, the Mook battle. The Mook battle. Now, when we talk about business, URL is able to get business done with Mook. All right. Mook has been an advocate for URL in recent years. He looks like he treats them once. It's like the brotherhood has been rebonded. You know, the I love yous and the brothers on camera once again. I know his last battles. I mean, we see the Big K is on RBE. We see the Arsenal is on Black Mafia. We see the Hitman is on TBL and so forth and so on. I'm not saying he's not an independent person, but I think the energy between URL and Mook is that Mook will do right by URL. Right. Mook won't do things to hurt the company. Mook is for the company. Unlike, let's say, an Easy. Easy's more so like, I'm here for me. Mook is like, maybe has an energy with URL, almost like, I'm here for us. I want my money. Right. I think they trust him. You know what I'm saying? So you got that factor. Now you also have the factor that Mook is very, very capable of beating the Golden Boy and getting Surf out of there, come home battle, right? But how much does that hurt URL? URL is still kind of like in a win-win if you have that type of relationship and work relationship with Mook. Then you just end up with two giants. One took a L, he goes like this, but Mook is still right there, and you book him on the next card. Whereas you look at Easy, and unless you're contracted like that, you beat fucking Surf. You go run off into the sunset and try to do something with Remy on Chrome 23. We have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the Mook relationship with URL makes it way, 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 way more probable. And if I'm URL and I'm protecting my golden investment, this is the loss that hurts the least. And it's crazy to talk about the loss, but it's very possible. Like Surf is a great battle rapper, but if you're thinking ahead, if you're telling yourself Surf is going to save the company, he's going to bring it back up to the number one spot, right? Then you have to consider the wins and the losses. You have to think about tomorrow, not just about today. You have to think like that. So if Mook wins this, is that much of an impact to us overall as a business and as a company and what we're trying to do with Surf? Opposed to like if Math wins or if Easy wins or if Goods wins. Nah. And then to a degree, think about all the people that's in the chat right now saying Surf over Goods, Surf over Math, Math is this, Math is that. He really is an underdog only to Lux and to Mook upon announcement right now. If you go years back and you announce Surf and Goods, it depends. It depends at what point of their career they're at, right? Goods coming off of the J. I already know how the fans are going to act about that announcement if it happened right now. You guys would only think about J Mills and Goods and DNA. Math, obviously, y'all think that, Surf got him. The Mook one, you would have Surf as an underdog. That's a better position to even be in for a return battle. And of all battlers to close it out that we name, it business-wise is still the biggest selling matchup as well. To me, Mook is a bigger battle rap name than Lux. I know it's supposed to be like this. The 1A and the 1B, both heads are on Mount Rushmore. I get it. But Mook I think he's done more as far as like public accessibility. The record deal, the podcast for a time. He battles more. He promotes more. He's more visible. He does more interviews. He's more controversial. He calls people out. He's more in the public eye. Yet he still has that top dog type of stature of a Lux, a Mook, a Cassie, the Hitman, those top God tier view guys. He has that stature. But of everybody that I named, he's either a bigger draw than them or he's more, has more visibility than like I believe Lux. That's my opinion. So business wise, promo wise, company wise, relationship wise, it really pushes Surf and Mook to the number one spot. for me personally. Now, if they end up announcing Surf versus Easy, I'll be like, hey, that man must have signed 10 pages of paperwork. You never know, man. You never know. You never know. Shout out to Supreme earlier with the 5 memberships. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you. Jay is here. She says, Quad said on Twitter, Surf isn't battling Math. I don't even think Surf would want to battle Math. There's something about the Math battle. I'm not trying to say that Surf is scared of any opponent, but he's tactical just like the next man. Hell, even Mayweather was accused of ducking Manny Pacquiao at one point, right? It's a battle that Surf was never big on. What he says on these interviews is for y'all. It's him going at Math. It's one of his arch rivals. Some of it also was the RBE thing, like that same interview clip that we played. If you say Math, if you say RBE, this is a URL interview. Chops at people that battle on RBE, all the way down to Gwitty. We played that in a stream recently too, right? That's Surf on camera. That's Surf for URL and his PR and his champion of his league and his platform that pays him. You know what I'm saying? But off camera, there's something about that matchup that always made Surf a little hesitant, as if he knows that he would be in for a card pulling battle, you know? And these are the conversations that I literally have had with him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think when Surf comes home and he's able to say, these are the options, he doesn't put Math to the front, right? Does he put Goods to the front? No. Does he put Easy to the front of it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless he's coming home and it's this gang gun titles representation, then it's like, oh, I need to off the defector. You know, like I don't know. I think it's Lux and Moot because he looks at them still as his level, if not higher. That's the way he looks at those two guys. It's the bigger battle, it's the biggest promo, and there's a little bit of safety in losing to either one of them. Sorry, it's true. Sorry, it's true. There's no safety in losing to the other 3 guys. This battle does nothing for me. Just another pal in the funds. You got a lot of gun in your rounds. I got a lot of rounds in my gun. Surf. Ugh. He's gonna have some shit. He better after all the anticipation. Reese Cup Music here says, I agree with the opinion about Surfing Easy, but that would be such a storyline and make the battle even bigger with Easy returning to URL. That's what URL would want. It's not like alleged. Like Beasley has interviews with what's his name? Yakman from Al Capone Cigarillos. I remember they got an interview on the URL channel. They're talking about Show Off. And Beasley's like, he's asked, what about bringing Show Off over? Show Off is dope. And Beasley's like, yo, I mean, I fuck with Show Off, but you know, I would want to bring him over into exclusivity, which means can't battle on RBE no more after all of this, right? Like that's one of their interviews. Literally, I'm not making this shit up. So they just don't move in a sense that they would give Easy that opportunity or that power or that shot at their golden boy. They're number 1, number 2, him and Rock, whatever, most loyal advocates of their brand ever. Be clear, people. Surf, Rock, a couple other battlers, they are the spokespeople for the Smacks and the Beasleys and the Chicos at times. Beasley would get on some of these platforms and do the politically correct, silver-laden, worded, type of stuff on Champion. Chico won't say anything publicly. Smack will say things and do public speaking that isn't necessarily the greatest at times, right? It's the Surf and the Rock and the badgering at other platforms and other battlers and trying to, if it ain't here, it don't count, and don't talk about this person and this URL. They're the ones that carry that, and they have such big influences and big followings. They literally lift up the company and say the things that the owners don't say, that the owners want to perpetuate into the public. So these guys are valuable for more than just the streams that come in when they rap. Surf is valuable from a protection, bolstering, promoting of the overall company. You know what I'm saying? You have to protect that. You don't let an outsider, and then somebody that you dislike, somebody that bucked the system, somebody that, unless Easy comes in and he signs a deal. That's why I say he signed 10 pages of paperwork if he serves return battle, or if he goes back to URL. Period. Now URL might be interested in that type of equation, because imagine you got your Surf back, you got Easy battling over there. That's a good storyline. Rock gets remotivated. He's like, nah, I'm not retiring. You got a nice, that's a very big frontline. Mook is a representative. Lux battles. You know what I'm saying? It's like Twerk brings his A game. You know what I'm saying? You get back to that. We're the #1 league, and now we're actually building cards and building energy and promo runs that are making the platform and battle rap, that area that we create, more significant again. You know, so I can't be the only one to think about this. It's not even my company. There's just like a lot of things to plot out in putting people in certain places. Why do you think you hear about people getting protected? Not that match. Same thing in boxing. No, not that. Not now. We'll do that later. No, don't feature with him. It's a bad look. He's tainted right now. It's all relevant. It's all relevant. All right. No, I don't mean verse. I was talking about a front line of battlers. Polo's here. What's good, Polo? Polo says URL not working with Easy again. Once again, I do believe that there is a piece of them that they've shown over history to try to put the money in the business first and allow bygones to be bygones. If Sean would get on camera right now and apologize to URL, they would book him. We heard that behind the scenes, right? They wanted a public apology, and Sean said, "Fuck no." But Sean by now had already torched them and bucked the system and outed them and did all of this type of shit. I think URL cares just as much about public perception and public relations. So Easy continues to olive branch them. You know, so we'll see. We know this ALP. Okay. Kaya is here. Nakaya says, what about Surf versus Iron for the return battle? Not anticipated. Iron hasn't battled since I can't tell you when. Iron is a legend, but it's just not anticipated. That battle allegedly was booked in a 2-battle deal as a Surf sit your ass down when I was trying to book him in math, allegedly. It didn't go down. I wonder why. Iron hasn't had a public presence in battle rap. This is Surf's return battle. It's supposed to be one of the biggest moments in the last 3 years. One of the. Like, everything that I named to me is a bigger announcement than Iron. Doesn't mean that Iron and Surf isn't a big battle or can't be a big battle, but all of those 5 that I named already are bigger than Surf versus Iron right now. Right now. What happens later is a different story. Salute, G. Members in the building say, did Math feel the spirit of Biggie? Leave me alone. What else is going on here? Earn asked as Nash, you're stupid. Maybe enough time has passed. I thought Iron's last battle was against Big K. I was about to say that as I was talking. It feels like it is. Damn, Iron, your last battle was over here? Didn't he battle after that? If he didn't battle after that, that's crazy. But Iron also had a lot of stuff going on outside of battle rap, business moves and whatnot. We've had a bunch of conversations about him even planning his timing around all the stuff he had going on. So Iron's out in the world doing his thing. He ain't tripping, but he loves the culture. He is the culture. So if he was able to come back around, I think it would be dope. But he's been doing his thing. Members, was good. I ain't gonna F around and be on domination watch. That would be a good move for King of the Dot. It would be. You know, the world dominations, the blackouts, those are the cards where you tend to see King of the Dot reach out to a lot of people. Yo, Conceited was good. Yo, Iron Solomon, yo, Thesaurus, what, you know what I'm saying? So very, very possible. Everybody join up to the members like Jay is telling y'all right there. It's in the description. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure. Yeah, Danny was my honorable mention. Um, okay. Do y'all agree with my top 5? Or do y'all agree with my top 1 overall? Mook and Surf, like if you're URL, that's what you do. But do you understand why I have Math with this whole come home and the controversy of what MEO opened up Pandora's box right before Surf comes home? Do y'all understand that grudge match and the relevance of that? Do y'all agree with me? What else is going on in battle rap before we get up out of here? I saw that clip from Easy. I don't know what the fuck he's on. So I saw the clip on Twitter. He was like, I'm gonna give my security guards an extra band to beat y'all up if I have a problem with you at these events and shit. Yeah, it's just different out here today, man. I'll leave it alone, man. It's just different. It's just different. What else did I see in battle? I saw Suge tweeting about the match as well. Suge is like, oh, why should Easy battle Surf when I already 30'd him? I was like, what happened with Reaper Rel? I saw that as well. I saw best wishes for Reaper Rel, but I don't know what happened with Reaper Rel. So before I even find out or hear what happened, best wishes to Reaper Rel. Sound like something serious might have been taking place in homie's life. So best wishes to him. But I don't know what happened. What happened with Reaper, man? I hope he's okay. Penn Griffey Jr., I see your I see what you put here. Okay, I'm not gonna pull it up on screen. Man. Yeah, I see y'all in the chat what y'all saying. Man, prayers to and best wishes and get well, hopefully, to Reaper Rel. Damn. You can't name somebody in battle rap I would wish that on. Not a single person. I don't care who they are. No, there's nobody in battle rap, not a single person I would wish that on, or I would wish that type of situation on. Doesn't matter, man. There's a bunch of people in battle rap. I'll never shake their hand. I don't ever want to be in the same room as them. I don't get along with them, but I would never wish on them jail. I would never wish something happened to their kids or wish something against their health. If I feel that level of venom in me to wish something against your health, like, oh, I hope you die, or, you know what I'm saying, then I would want to do something to you. You know, I don't do the easy shit where it's just like, I'm gonna tell my security if I hate you that much, like, why would I want to pay? I do it. Like, you know, shit is weird. But no, there's nobody in battle rap I feel that towards, man. So prayers, man. Prayers to Reaper Rel. LP, how long you think it will be before Verb drop his diss track? I don't know if he can. I told y'all the other day. Did you see my J Mills stream when I was reacting to the song? I don't know if Verb and many battle rappers have the capabilities of keeping up with J Mills, who grabs a cameraman or shoots himself with motion tracking, edits himself with Final Cut and graphics, and has Ron Browse in his back pocket to give him a 30 clip of fucking beats at the drop of a fucking dime. That's hard to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? So Anchor Rap put his raps together real quick too. That's all hard to keep up with. Verb going into spaces and talking in circles every time, you know, just shows that he's dodging. You know, like, who's still listening to all of that talk that's against the it was a good diss track. It's either you're gonna rap or you're not. And the longer it takes, it just continues to prove that all Verb is doing is just talking around the problem. You know, if he drops, he drops. But I don't expect it, because this is what he does very frequently. I mean, come on. He gets in spaces and he talks in circles around his problems. And I don't consider this a problem. I consider this a rap battle beef, which is supposed to be healthy. But to see the reaction to it was just a bunch of talking and just rambling. It's just like, it's Verb. You know, what else do you expect? Verb got to take the microphone out of his hand and he could actually write. He's a great rapper. He's a great writer, and he's good on beat too, but maybe he don't want that smoke. Surf versus Cast, 10 million an hour on YouTube. I don't want to see that one, I admit. There's no history in that at all that I know of. Come on, Cliff. What does this do for us? Nothing. The Friends. Yeah, it was. Why y'all keep putting this? Don't nobody want to see two friends, especially for his return battle. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Verb not gonna rap. Y'all sorry, it's true. Maybe he'll do it not out of pride or competitive nature, but just to try to prove people wrong. Maybe he'll do it for that reason. ARP, what is that? Advise to not acknowledge my thought like Jay-Z just thought. What do you mean, homie? It's all good, Philly. We still here. We're gonna jump in a second, but what about Goods versus Surf? We spoke about that, homie, earlier in the stream. Surf and Mook is the one. I agree, Don. I agree. The return has to be a sacrifice, not a fight. I'll get out of here on this note. I don't think so. Surf is great, man. But he's not Thor. Like, he's not a god. We watched Surf lose a bunch of battles. We watched him win a lot of battles. These people are all capable of, any formidable opponent is capable of winning that battle. The return energy is going to be crazy, especially if he wins the coin toss, goes second, and it's going to be something. But what happens when it's all said and done is somebody goes in there and their 3 rounds is epic as well. It's the replay as well. People be like, nah, y'all were fucking glazing Surfing that first. It'll be that. He's got to clearly win. Or else people stop acting like he's unbeatable because he's been away. That's just not how battle rap works. You got to actually win the rounds. When I say sacrifice, I mean someone he can beat with 2 rounds. I never believe in that. I don't believe in warm-up battles and all like that. That's why we did K-Shine versus J Mills. You capitalize on the moment. You capitalize on the return. ALP, why you give J Mills such a kill like K-Shine? First of all, that I gotta believe in J Mills. From a business standpoint, it makes sense as well. Like, J Mills comes back, we're gonna start him out with a warm-up. And you kill the anticipation for what J Mills gonna sound like on his return. Like, no, you don't do that. You respect him and you get the person a killer. Because they all claim to be killers and great rappers. And then you let the fans feast on the mystique of the return. Like, oh, what's this going to be? I brought King Los back, and that original booking was Daylight. It wasn't Head Ice. It was fucking Daylight. Throw you right in there with the Sharks, B. The fuck is y'all talking about? 40 Cal, come on back, man. Ill Will. Jag, you want to get your ass on stage? Okay, Math Hoffa. What y'all talking about? Who does the warm-ups in battle rap? Not a good league owner. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all check the upload that dropped earlier. The 50 Cent Cameron and Jim Jones joint. That was an upload. It wasn't a live from earlier today. Y'all check that out. Other than that, as far as lives, we'll probably be back tomorrow night. All right, we out. Sorry, it's true.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry It's True podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.